on everything. I'm back. I'm back. I'm friggin' back. The man, the myth, the legend is back. There you go. I can finally hear myself. All right, we're back. We're back. Professional yapper. Your boy Susu is back. I'm a professional yapper now. I be yapping, bro. What up, S. Browning? Currybo? Pulse? Arm? Damn, bro. Arm got here mad quick. Yo, it's been like over a month since our last stream. Over a month since our last stream. And it's time. What up, Mike? Today I want to do two things. Okay, we're doing two things today. One of them being there's a lot of drama in the Yu-Gi-Oh space. I want to give my 2 cents on it because there's a lot of things I don't agree with. Second thing is I need to learn K9 Vanquish. Third thing is we are literally bronze and master duels, and that don't fly. That not gonna fly. All right, that's not gonna fly. All right, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Hold on. I have like a gajillion tabs open. You gotta give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. I got like hold on. I quite literally have a bajillion tabs. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 stream was nice. Yo, Jen and I were gonna do it again. We're just gonna find time, obviously. Give me a sec. There you go. All right, so a lot of things to do today. Definitely a lot of things to do today. We're bronze gamers. We're now officially bronze gamers. What up, Shooting Star? Wishing 7 blessings to you and your family. Thank you, Matthew Beacon. I want to get started right away, but I'm gonna turn this into a YouTube video, so we have to do like an actual intro, and then I gotta cut it out when the video goes up. Okay, ready? Chat. Be cool. Be cool. Hey, be cool. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. No, I already messed up. I already messed up. Hold on. I already messed up. Stop. Shh. Guys, shh. Hold on. Come on. It's gonna be a YouTube video. Just wait 1 second, okay? Okay. We're gonna do a 3, 2, 1, and then we're just gonna go nuts in the chat, and then we're gonna do my intro, okay? All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, boys, welcome to a video on a Thursday afternoon. And in today's video, we're going to be doing some drama reaction with people who actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! And what I mean by that is with my live chat right now. If you guys want to join this live chat, Twitch link, YouTube Live, all in the description box down below. No, wait, hold on. I had Spotify playing. God damn it. I had Spotify playing. Hold on. Hey, guys. Oh, that was a good take. But we got to do it again. I'm like talking to myself, and I'm like, I hear music in the background. So we got to do that. We got to do that again. Hey, yo, it's been a minute. All right. It's been a minute since I've been live. All right. You know, when you're recording videos, you can fib it a little bit. All right. All right. Take three. I really did try. I really did. Okay, here we go. Take 3. Here we go. Ready, chat? Stop for a second, and then we're gonna blow up. Right? We're gonna stop for a sec, and then we're gonna blow up. Right, here we go. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. All right, boys. Welcome to a video on a Thursday afternoon, and in today's video, we're gonna be reacting to some of the drama going on in the Yu-Gi-Oh space at the current moment. But today, we're going to be doing it with people who actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! And not just myself. We are here with my live chat from Twitch and YouTube Live. They're going to be chiming in as we're discussing and reacting to these videos. Say what's good, YouTube and Twitch chat, and make sure to slap that like button and comment down below your opinions on this topic. Let's move over screens and let's get started. So this was the video that sort of kicked it all off, and I haven't seen this video yet, but we're going to watch it right now. MBT legendary. Okay. Hold on. There's literally no audio coming through. There's literally no. You guys can't hear that, can you? You guys can't. You guys don't hear this. Yeah, no, they definitely don't hear that. Fuck me. Okay. You hear me though, right? Like you hear my voice. You hear the sound of my voice. Clearly, I mean, clearly they hear my voice. Okay. Okay. Let's figure this out, I guess. Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? Hold on. I know all you see is a black screen right now, but hold on. This should be it.
Card game we all share.
There you go. You guys hear it now, right?
That's no longer the case. These days, being into Yu-Gi-Oh!
You guys can hear it? Dang, it's Andy with the prime. Let's go. That is so loud. And that is so long. You guys
Can
hear this,
mean
right?
anything from I tune into MBT's streams to watch him watch Progression Series, a show that meant a lot
You guys hear that? I need a final. I need some final words here that you guys can indeed hear.
to me during COVID, to using the infrastructure on YGO Pro Deck.
Now, is it too loud? Is it too loud by any chance?
I play Arena with some of my Discord friends, to I haven't played the game in decades, but I love updating the memes on Master.
All right, we're good. We're finally good. We're finally good. All right, cool. Let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more time. A tad too loud. Okay, bet. We'll lower it a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right. For real this time. Everyone, for real, buckle in, buckle down. This is for real. Okay. All right, this one's for real. All right, let me take a sip of water because I've been screaming. Hold on. I lowered it. Okay, here we go. Wait, hold on. I forgot the whole intro. What was I saying, chat? I'm back. It's Thursday video, yada, yada. What was I saying? Okay. All right, here we go. Fourth time's a charm. You know the deal. Fourth time's a charm. You already know. Fourth time is a charm. Okay, here we go. I'm literally choking myself. Okay, I'm literally choking myself. All right, here we go. Ready, chat? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, boys, welcome to the channel on a Thursday afternoon. Today, we're there. Fifth time's a charm. 3, 2, 1. All right, boy. Sixth time is, yo, chat, lock in, bro. Lock in, okay? All right. Okay, come on now. All right. I'm rusty. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, see, it's not as easy as you think it is. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Chat, can you shut the fuck up for a second? All right, we're locked in. All right, we're locked in. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. All right. You are a professional yapper. Okay. Professional yapper. Got it. Okay. All right, here we go. 3. Okay. Did we just say, all right, fuck the intro, bro. Fuck the intro. Fuck it. We'll just get. No, come on. I got to do my job. Okay, I got to do my job. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, boys, it is a Thursday afternoon, and we got some drama in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was dying, apparently. The paper and modern TCG. But today we're doing something special. We have actual people that play Yu-Gi-Oh! In the chat to chime in because, content creators, we're professional yappers. We just yap to yap. But, if we can hear in from the average Yu-Gi-Oh! Player or the casual players or the more competitive players, it might be time we get everybody's opinions. Chat, say hello. You guys can see them right down below. Freaking love you guys. Let's get right into it. Hit that subscribe button and like this video. All right. So this entire run got started with an MBT video, and I haven't seen this video. Let's watch it together. Also, thank you for the 10. I love you.
It used to be that being into Yu-Gi-Oh! Meant one thing: playing the card game as well as you could, as often as you could. Everyone from
Exactly. As well as you could, as often as you could.
Robbie Cole to Asian Eyes had developed and nuanced opinions about the cards, strategies, format, and gameplay of the card game we all share. That's no longer the case. These days, being into Yu-Gi-Oh! Can mean anything, from I tune into MBT's streams to watch him watch Progression Series, a show that meant a lot to me during COVID, to using the infrastructure on YGO Pro Deck, I play Arena with some of my Discord friends, to I haven't played the game in decades, but I love updating the memes on Master Duel Meta. The death of the TCG monoculture has grown the community immensely, but it's also cost something. And as I ruminate on what that thing is and why it might matter, I find myself coming to the same conclusion over and over and over again. Master Duel is destroying the TCG.
All right, so Master Duel is destroying the TCG. That's basically the title of the video. And I mean, he's right. I mean, I've done everything that he said. You know, like I've done videos with Rhyme on Master Duel Arena. You know, and, you know, Jen and I, we haven't touched competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! In quite some time, which will change because the K9 deck and the Yummy decks are kind of dope. But the Master Duel is killing the TCG. Before I watch the video, I kind of want to give you my opinion on what I think about that, right? So when Master Duels first came out, we had a huge resurgence in the content creating space. Now, I am more of a content creator than a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player currently. But back then, I was knee deep into meta, like I am knee deep in my own shit sometimes, right? So back when Master Duels first came out, I don't think it pulled me away from the TCG. But again, I'm speaking from being a meta player at the time when Master Duels came out. Now, as I pivoted a bit more into content creating, that did change a little bit, simply because, you know, my time needed to be allotted more to content creating than it did in playing actual Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel was sort of the avenue that I could take to sort of still play the game that I love while still being able to support me and my family. So did it kill the TCG? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think a lot of people, Master Duels is simply easier because, you know, you don't need to know every single ruling. You don't need a judge. You don't have to worry about getting scummed or sharked and things like that. There are a lot of pros to being a Master Duel player as opposed to, you know, being a paper player. So I can see why some people may think that the Master Duel is killing the TCG. But, you know, as a player who stepped away from competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, I feel like that Master Duels is a good gateway drug into the paper TCG, because there is no better nostalgic feeling than actually playing with physical cards in your hands, okay?
In a myriad of ways, through a myriad of forms, the continued success of Yu-Gi-Oh!'s online component is coming at the active detriment of paper play, and I want to talk about it.
Okay. Master Duel is killing the TCG!
Before we get into anything, I want to make one thing extremely clear.
Okay.
I am not trying to denigrate individuals who play Master Duel. I'm not trying to imply that Master Duel is not real Yu-Gi-Oh! Or takes less skill or is even less interesting. The last thing I'd want is for people who find joy in Master Duel to feel wrong for doing so. This isn't meant to pit two communities against each other. And in many ways, it's meant to dispel the myth that there are really two communities at all. Got it? Let's get started. This past weekend was the NAWCQ. I went, I had my invite, it was fun. Indianapolis is a really nice city. I told everyone all week that it felt like it was built in a more optimistic time. We were surrounded by skyscrapers, dozens of stories tall, most of which had been completely hollowed out. In fact, our Airbnb had once been a department store before being mostly converted to some extremely skinny two-bedroom setups. When you walked outside of your room, you could still peer down into a labyrinth of escalators and old perfume stands. The irony of 2,000 Yu-Gi-Oh! Players huddling together in an old building that hadn't been lively since the early 2000s was not lost on us. Anyway, the event was a blast. In the last few years, Konami's really stepped up their game with respect to the YCS and WCQ experience. They've poached commentators from other esports, figured out how to run hype mid-roll, and even let the winner sign the lens of the camera after he took it. Oh, and
so they're not really signing the lens of the camera. They're signing an ND filter. I don't know. I'm a camera guy. They're not really actually signing the lens. If they were to sign the lens would be unusable, especially if it's permanent. And those lenses cost anywhere from like $600, $700, $800 to a couple of thousand. So they're signing these filters that go over the lenses. I'm sorry.
Also, they'd set up a Connect game where you could run around an obstacle course as Karibo. Good stuff all around. I did okay. I started out at 5-1 before the wheels fell off. Fatigue and a couple of curveballs messed with my mental, and I misplayed my way out of day 2. My penultimate round, the match that would determine if I stayed in or got drunk at a barcade, a Midwestern delicacy, was against none other than the one and only Team Samurai X1. On one hand, I hate playing friends. It sucks to win or lose, but
True.
on the other, I love riffing. Sam and I have known each other for years, so when I stepped up, we shot the shit for a little while. Suddenly, he got serious. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I'm really happy you're doing this," motioning at my deck. "What do you mean?" I asked. "This," he said, rolling his head to indicate everything. The WCQ, the VIP area. It's important. It's important to play like this. He meant the TCG. "You've got to," he said as we shuffled up. "You've got to." He spoke like he was trying to convince someone. Me, maybe, himself, the community. The WCQ was huge. 2,800 people showed up, each sporting an invitation hard-won from another huge tournament. This puts it on pace with one of the biggest WCQs of all time, but I couldn't help but feel small. Unlike other WCQs, to me, this one felt like the 2,800 people in this room were the last people playing the TCG on the planet. Over the past few years, I've watched almost all of my friends, lifelong Yugists, and a significant number of my colleagues on YouTube stop playing the TCG altogether. As content creators, the latter group has pretty substantial data as to what's working, what isn't, what people are watching, and what they aren't. And the picture is pretty...
Okay. So this is a problem that Jen and I ran into, and I simply don't think Master Duel in itself is what is sort of destroying the TCG. I feel like there's only one content creator right now, or maybe no, I can't say that. There's MST.TV, I know Team APS, and one or two other content creators who are doing TCG content, and they're doing it very well. But here's the problem. Again, one, it's hard to look at, right? I mean, people on the internet, most people watch YouTube videos from their phone, right? They're looking at a phone like this, like the size of my hand. Granted, I have very large hands. The main issue is that Master Duels is simply easier to follow. It's not the fact that like people like Master Duels more, or you know, they only simply watch Master Duel Yu-Gi-Oh content. As a viewer, if I'm watching a video and watching tiny rectangles on a screen is really hard to do. You can mitigate some of that with good editing, where you can blow up the card on the screen like we used to do during our live duels. But it's still harder to follow. But now another thing that we need to sort of talk about is from the content creator side. When we're setting up for a live duel video, we have to set up 3 different cameras. Make sure the lighting doesn't cause glares on the cards itself, because we're using sleeves. If we're using bare cards, the glare would be a lot less, but because, you know, we do play with expensive cards, we do need to sleeve up our decks, which does cause light refractions when you have like 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 studio lights pointing at you. So that's something that you do need to realize. As content creators, it's much easier for me to sit down at my computer in front of a camera and basically just play the game in front of me, as opposed to setting up this massive undertaking. And now when you're talking about editing videos as well, editing takes a lot of time. If you're talking about content creating in a nutshell, if I were to create one live duel video, right? One live duel video, there's a couple things that I need to worry about as a content creator. One, I can't make any mistakes, right? We need to make sure that our chain links are perfect. We have to make sure that we're not making any misplays that would convey some sort of misreaction from the audience. And what I mean by that is someone going, "Yo, I did this play like you did in the video, and now I am banned from play because my opponent and the judge deemed that I was cheating. What are you going to do about it?" Well, I can't do anything about it, right? Like, you watched our video and you decided that, okay, this is the way to play, right? Because when you watch a content creator and you watch them do something cool, you know, with a play, that's something you want to try. And when the opportunity arises, you're going to want to try it. And that's the one main reason as a content creator where we feel like Master Duels is better, because one, more people watch it because it's easier to watch, and two, it's easier for us to film, because like a live duel video would take about an hour to 2 hours to film, right? And we're also including like setup time as well, like setting up cameras and lights. That takes about 30 minutes, and you're live dueling for about an hour and a half. because there's a lot of dead space and a lot of thinking when you're live dueling. It's not just a straight shot video, right? Like you have to think about it, and you as the viewer don't want to sit there and watch us think while we're trying to, come back down from chain link number 8, right? That's something you don't want to do. And then the editing time on a live duel video is about, if it's fast, 5 hours. 5 hours of editing time. 5. So you're talking about 5 hours of editing time if you're really good with it. Let's say you average about 6 hours, right? It's 5 to 7 hours. So let's average 6 hours of editing for a live duel video. So you have 6 hours, and then you have 2 hours on top of that, right? So you're talking about an 8-hour endeavor for one video. And then when you post that video, right? And then you also have to like add like 30 minutes for thumbnail and title and SEO, right? That's something you have to do. So about 8.5 to 9 hours. Let's just average it that way. 8.5 to 9 hours for a live duel video. At that point, you need some ROI. ROI is return on investment. And here we're investing our time. When you post this video and it gets a third of the views of what you would normally get on match duel content, you as a creator simply don't want to do it. We may want to do it, but we simply don't do it, right? Like a lot of us in the TCG, are simply not, as content creators, we're simply, we would love to play the TCG. And I know Sam is doing a really good job with that, but Sam is, again, he's pushing the bar in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh content on YouTube. And Jen and I, we're going to start pushing the bar very soon once, we don't have to like hold Yuna up all the time. But that's something you have to realize. So that's sort of super winded on that. Sorry about that.
Clear. The TCG just isn't what people want to watch. DBG's down, Yassine's down, Pac has completely shifted his focus to Metafy coaching. Even the competitive TCG creators that are seeing massive growth right now, Lucas Sacco, GG Yu-Gi-Oh, are struggling to crack 10K on views. Big names like Sam occasionally put out deck profiles to the tune of a third of their normal viewership, and 10-minute testing still doing okay, but I'd hardly call it competitive content. There is exactly one competitive TCG player who's putting up numbers, Josh, and half his fucking videos are about Master Duel. As the monoculture begins to deteriorate, as Yu-Gi-Oh players become a looser amalgamation of individuals who like Yu-Gi-Oh instead of explicit TCG players, there are financial consequences. If you haven't been paying attention to the price of product recently, it's not good. Individual cards can command triple digits of money for a playset, but the most recently released core set is rotting on the shelves for cost, not MSRP, cost. Opening packs is quickly becoming a thing of the past. Why chase product to open if you're just occasionally going to show up to locals with a pet deck? The tack.
Okay. The pack opening videos for us don't do well. I think right now we're averaging about 30K a video for Master Duels. The pack opening video we did yesterday is sitting at like 5,000 views. And even for Ruxin, because I know Ruxin's kind of like our only pack opening channel on YouTube right now that's over 200,000 subscribers. It's tough. It's tough out here.
Effects for OTSs are dire. They can't sustain a business with products rotting on the shelves. The final nail in the coffin for pay-per-play came earlier today. Epic Games, along with some other Yu-Gi-Oh distributors, revealed they had received guidance requiring them to phase out Time Wizard at the regional level to be replaced with Time Trial, an anachronistic format that basically amounts to a fucked up mix between the TCG and OCG ban lists at a specific point in time, with every card that's received an errata having that errata and Master Rule 5. This change was attempted once already and received such severe backlash from the community that Konami was pressured into reversing. But that reversal was very specific.
Yeah, and the reversal, they basically reversed it and then reversed it again, but with the loophole.
And
Stupid.
Intentionally left the door open to do literally exactly this. Why are they changing Time Wizard, a grassroots development by the community that's brought thousands of lapsed Yugists back into the fold? Well, because you can't play it in Master Duel.
Yo, thank you for this resub. Char, love you.
This is where it all comes together. As the community moves on from competitive content, as OTSs are unable to push product, and as paper decisions are being made with the online client in mind, we may have to face facts. Master Duel's just a little too good. It's becoming increasingly clear the future of this product is going to be inexorably tied to Master Duel. We will play the side formats they prescribe, we will craft cards instead of purchasing them, we will watch their slick, readable client instead of dueling book. Now you might be thinking to yourself, good. good. Instead of total confusion about what's being played, where, and why, we'll soon have a single client that encompasses all the ways you're allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of streamers complaining about ass traps, they'll be able to find something they like. And all it took was totally annihilating a paper player base. I think that's a trade-off that Konami's okay with. It's hard to look at the amount of money Master Duel makes every year with no overhead, no distributors, no production costs, and not immediately do everything you can to go all in on.
But you're paying the people who code the game, though. But I definitely understand that. Finding distributors down the line to send product, and then you have people who are, doing underhanded tactics with said product, like people who get it earlier. I get it.
On it. It's even possible doing so will save Yu-Gi-Oh! That it'll become a household name again. A game everyone's familiar with and can play at their leisure like fucking Fortnite. There was a leaked conversation between a shareholder and Konami a few months back that expressed frustration that Master Duel players weren't becoming paper players, that they wanted a way to shoo digital-only consumers to their IRL loot boxes. Rather than resolve that issue, I think Konami has actually made the opposite calculation. Paper play exists as a mechanism to entrench individuals into the Yu-Gi-Oh! IP, and when they want to play with their friends online, they'll download their incredibly popular gacha game. To be clear, even if these trends continue, I don't think this is the end of TCG. A worst-case scenario for me results in the TCG operating with the same legitimacy as Duel Links. A profitable enterprise just lucrative enough to sustain itself, but one which is also wholly ignored by the wider player base. Cottage industry for MetaFi Andes. So, who cares? If the worst comes to pass and paper events and products become totally infrequent, but digital's thriving, then what's the harm? After all, it's still Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, Keegan of E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Fame posted a series of tweets today that really resonated with me. In them, he claimed that the reason he started his sister tournament series, the R-Bets, was because Yu-Gi-Oh! Means more than just playing the game. It's an opportunity in an increasingly atomized and lonely world to leave your house and hang out with people you don't know. I can't deny it's more convenient to play online. You can get up to pay.
So here's the thing, right? I think for a lot of players, going out to locals is something that was sort of a break away from reality, right? When you do anything, when you start any hobby, no matter what it may be, right? When you start any hobby, it's simply because, you want to take a step away from your everyday stuff, right? Whether it be, I just worked really hard 9 to 5. Local starts at 5:30. I want to be there because that's a place I want to be with people I know, with a game that I love, and it gets me out the house, which is fine, right? And my biggest thing is Master Duels. Again, for me, I play a lot of online games, right? For those of you that don't know, I play a lot of games with my friends that I've met online, and some of them I've met in real life. We play Counter-Strike together, and those moments are the moments where I wind down, right? And where I sort of step away from, content creating and worrying about growing the business, and where I have time to sort of move away and do that. And I understand the allure, and I understand the sentiment of, being somewhere with people in a physical sense, because there is a level of camaraderie that, is simply unmatched. But a lot of people still do enjoy and still have that camaraderie online. So, but I do understand the sentiment, though.
Watch Vsauce in the other monitor, but to me, it's missing something. There's a je ne sais quoi about being forced to enjoy yourself in real life with other people. Even at my lowest, just having locals as a consistent centralizing force, a routine, was irreplaceable. And even if the winds of change blow away from paper, I'll be playing whatever format I can in real life until I can't. You've got to.
Okay, so I have 4 videos that I want to watch. The first one is basically what started it all, and every video thereafter is sort of building on that from other people from different expertises in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Do I think Master Duel is killing paper Yu-Gi-Oh? No. I don't think that. I feel like the people who were playing paper Yu-Gi-Oh! Are still playing paper Yu-Gi-Oh! And the people who are playing Master Duels are playing Master Duels. We don't know the actual statistical numbers for this, but I don't think Master Duels is pulling paper playing Yu-Gi-Oh players out of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. again, we don't know the statistics on it, but if we were to do a poll with every Yu-Gi-Oh player ever, or not ever since Master Duels came out, I'm almost certain it'd be a marginal amount of people who stopped Paper Yu-Gi-Oh to simply pursue and play Master Duels. I can almost with a degree of certainty say that it's a very few or a very small percent of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players who solely moved over to Master Duels. Now, in terms of one of the main arguments of Paper Yu-Gi-Oh versus Master Duels is the cost, right? Because that matters. First of all, if you guys watched my live streams on Twitch and you have ever seen me try to make a meta deck, you've seen that I spent hundreds of dollars. Hundreds, not tens of dollars, hundreds of dollars trying to open packs and craft cards, right? Paper Yu-Gi-Oh is a touch more expensive. I would say Paper Yu-Gi-Oh is about 30 to 50% more expensive, period. But again, we don't know the numbers, but I truly do believe that Master Duels is not going to end Paper Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like the people who are playing Paper Yu-Gi-Oh enjoy Paper Yu-Gi-Oh. And, you know, like MBT said in the WNACQ that just happened, it was the most amount of players ever. It being the last amount of players ever, yeah, I can see some truth in that. But I feel like those were the players that were already in it to begin with. I don't think that player base has grown or diminished, but I think Master Duels, again, is a good gateway into Yu-Gi-Oh! And my solution is super simple, right? My solution is super simple. Why does Pokemon have so much more of a player base than Yu-Gi-Oh! Does? The cards are just prettier. The cards are simply prettier. But here's the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a stoic thing that is never changing and forever power crept with no reboot. Because I know Vanguard went through like 5 reboots and the game just died. So reboots are not the answer to card games simply because of power creep. It's not the answer. It's not the answer. What is the answer? Bro, just give us full art cards with the new format. You dumbass. Bro, give us Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1.5. It's not hard. Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1.5. Full art cards. Give us a new anime with those full art cards and print new old school full art cards, right? Like, don't give us Pot of Greed. We don't need Graceful Charity again. Bro, just give us brand new archetypes. Give us like boomer archetypes with boomer effects. Just create an entire format with slowed down full art Yu-Gi-Oh! Why is that so fucking difficult? Bro, like, or just popularize rush duels. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's really all it takes. Like, people in the comment section right now are saying better pricing would be nice. I mean, why though? Right? Like, what does better pricing do? Make you want to play competitive, like meta competitive Yu-Gi-Oh? Not really. Bro, you not that nice with it, bro. You are not Himothy. You are gonna flop out top 256. I'm sorry, bro. Most of you, including myself, are not as good as we think we are, right? Like, better pricing, you're never gonna win it. That doesn't matter. Better pricing only simply only caters to the top like 128 people that truly are like knee deep in the game. Rush is a reboot. I mean, Rush Duels, we didn't get Rush Duels in the US, right? I know there were talks about Rush Duels coming to Netflix, but I don't know if that's entirely true. But again, just give us a simpler game in a different format, right? It doesn't have to be like Time Wizard format where we have to play with these older cards in a very fixed in a very fixed format, bro. Just give us a brand new, simpler format with full art cards that people can enjoy, like they enjoy Pokemon or, you know, or and things like that. Just make it a simpler game. Just give us a brand new format with full art cards. How difficult is that, right? It's not. It's not difficult whatsoever, right? I mean, you already have people pumping out these shitty archetypes in these shitty fucking side sets. I mean, granted, Yummies and Canines are kind of dope. Justice Hunter might save Yu-Gi-Oh! We opened a bunch of Justice Hunter. Go watch that video if you haven't, link down below. But yeah, you know, like not every set can be a banger, and you know, it's anything. It's anything in life, right? Like there will be ups and downs, bro. Nothing is a banger 24/7. Stuff like that doesn't exist. It doesn't, right? Like think about Champion hoodies, right? It was on the clearance shelves of Models. If you don't know what Models is, it's a really old sports center like Adidas, but it was Models. Models carried everything. It was like the Target of fitness wear. But yeah, Champion hoodies used to go on clearance for literally $5 for a 3-pack. 3 Champion hoodies, $5. Bro, do you know how expensive Champion hoodies are now? There's a 10-year life cycle for everything, a 10-year life cycle. And either you change with the times or you don't, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs to change with the times. That's it. That's all I really need to say. Next video.
Might be dying. It's a tough thing to say out loud, but over the last many years, people have been saying Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dying, Yu-Gi-Oh's done for, and we've had YouTubers post online saying this is the end, pro players leaving and whatnot. Oftentimes this is sparked by a bad format or by one player leaving or new card game being announced as competition. But I've always tried to look past that and dismiss most of it as being somewhat irrelevant. But I think we actually do have a problem now. You see, I've always been by the numbers driven. When I see data reflect, you know, the point that Yu-Gi-Oh's in trouble, that's when I start to be concerned. And the data I'm talking about is not necessarily YCS attendance, because for one, that's only competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep.
I'm actually looking at a different set of numbers, and that is the secondary market in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, if you haven't been buying products online or really been involved heavily in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space, or maybe you're just a Master Duel player, you may have not really noticed what's happening here, but people are catching on. People realize that it's a problem, and I wanted to highlight specifically at first Team APS's Twitter post that ended up starting this kind of drama. I would like to note this is something that vendors like myself have noticed for months now, and
I want to clarify. This was on July 4th. It's July 31st right now, and I want to show you the price of Duelist Advanced booster boxes. $37.98. This is including, okay? This is including the fact that Holisu is a very, 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 very sought out after card. If we go to Duelist Advance, the Holisu Ultra Rare right now is sitting at almost the cost of the box. And this is probably, if not the best card in the set, okay? $38 shipped to your house, because I'm pretty sure this is shipping included. So for those of you that don't know, Jen and I, we used to do box breaks. And what that is we basically, you would buy booster boxes from us, right? And then we would open them live for you on stream. It was actually a really dope part in our like TCG career. And then we would ship you the boxes, right? And the shipping is free because, you know, you bought it from us. And then it was fun. Back in the day, we paid about $57 a booster box, and this was before the price increase, because the price increase happened twice, where each booster pack went from, I think, $3.99 to $4.24, and then it went to $4.99 or something along those lines. So now a booster box is probably sitting closer to $65 to $69 for cost, around there, in the 60s. It used to be in the 50s, it's probably in the 60s now. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a distributor watching right now. And the MSRP for booster boxes have gone up. So after, let's say I bought a case of Duelist Advance, right? The distributor would charge me about 700 something ish, right? Let me do the calculations. So there's 12. So what's 700 divided by 12? So they're probably paying like $750 a case, and it's $62.5 a box. So you're looking at $62.50 per booster box that me, as the buyer, straight from the distributor, is paying. After I ship you the box, and after there are TCG fees, because a lot of players or a lot of people sell on TCG, right? So TCG takes about 10 to 15%. So if I'm selling the box for $40, right, or $38 on tcgplayer.com, right? So you're looking at $38 times 0.015, or sorry, 38 times 0.15, that's 15%. That's $5.07. So you're doing 38 minus 5.7. So you're at 32.3. To ship one booster box, it's about $5. So you're making $27 per booster box. $27 per booster box when you have paid over $60. So yeah, that inherently is a problem, because one of the main arguments for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it's too expensive. But here's the problem. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a business. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not your best friend. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not here to make you feel included. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a business ran by a company who operates on a profit. For those of you who are still living in your mom's basement and don't understand simple economics, if something doesn't make you money, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. That's simple facts. You're not going to spend millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, when you're only making a couple million back. You're not going to do that, right? Like, I don't understand why people don't understand this simple fact. There are other ways to fix the pricing of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's simply with better rarity spreads like the OCG does. And that's one of the main, counterpoints when it comes to the price of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, just do it like the OCG. The OCG has so much more, whatever it may be. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not here to be your best friend. Yu-Gi-Oh! Costs money. And when Yu-Gi-Oh! Is expensive, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is doing well. I agree a lot more with Jesse here than I agree with MBT, at least on the main points of paper Yu-Gi-Oh! Falling off a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if it's not profitable, they're not going to do it. Like, that's it, right? They're not going to put the time and effort to do it. Are they lazy with it? Are they lazy with it? Yeah, I do feel like they're being lazy with it. They could have used all the money during early COVID to really boost the game and try new things, but they opted not to do that simply because Master Duel makes them too much money. The reason they focus on Master Duels and give us a ban list every 2 weeks in Master Duels is because Master Duel makes them more money.
This kind of drama. I would like to note this is something that vendors like myself have noticed for months now, and we've been hoping that we'd get over this rough patch. It just seems to continue. Anyways, let's get to what Paul had to say. Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes don't seem to have much value lately. Even this new green duelist set, which are typically known for being a big deal, is this a cause for concern? So there is a stigma in Yu-Gi-Oh! That if the set has duelist in the name and it has a green box, then therefore it must be a good set. Duelist Revolution, for example, all the way back in 2010,
that was a good
included Effect Veiler, Solemn Warning, Pot of Duality, Scrap Dragon, Stygian Street Patrol, many fantastic cards. There's been others since then as well, and I think before that as well, that my memory truthfully evades because I'm not a huge believer in this type of nonsense. But either way, let's look at the price here, and you can see that it's at $47. And Paul actually posted this, at least the time of my recording. You can see in the bottom right, I'm posting this. So I'm recording this on the 16th, and this was already almost 2 weeks ago. And if you bought a Yu-Gi-Oh! Box in the past, you'll know that's pretty cheap. Now, comparatively to what you may pay for a box from a distributor, this is less. And those card stores are paying more per box than they're selling for on TCG Player. And the price on TCG Player includes fees, right? So it's going to be around 10%, and then the shipping price, which depending on where you have to ship to, could be $5 to $7, let's say, but obviously it can vary a little more. And if you think about all that, you're losing a significant margin now on Yu-Gi-Oh! Products.
Yeah.
When the boxes go this low, you run into a couple problems. For example, one of the most notable players in Yu-Gi-Oh's history did respond to this, Jeff Jones, who also works closely with other card stores and has managed one in the past. He has some explanations for this, but importantly, This is the thing that's going to matter the most. As a store, we've made the decision to stop buying most Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed products over the next year. There's no excuse for stores to keep getting burned on product they can't move, and that happens. When the prices go down like this, people order less. And when they order less, the local scenes will suffer, and you'll have stores stop supporting Yu-Gi-Oh! Then the community starts to crumble. And there are more casual players or semi-competitive players than there are truly competitive players like myself, or even the people who only go to 1 or 2 YCS a year, right? Those still aren't the majority. So numbers will fall from the base level first, and then it'll trickle up, but that's a huge problem. That's the future of the game. That's the base of the game. It's scary, right? Because those people will stop playing because they have nowhere to play. They'll have nowhere to buy cards. Now, it's also a bit of a debate in terms of the cause and effect here, right? You could say that maybe we are seeing what, say, Jeff is saying here at the start. When you're competing with Magic breaking sales through different collabs like the Sonic or the Avatar, the Final Fantasy, Pokemon One Piece have been dominating as well. Maybe the alternatives in every other game just feeling better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now is having that effect to decrease demand. And with the decreased demand, oversupply causes prices to plummet. Either way, it's not a good thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? It means there's a problem somewhere, and it's an actual problem that's affecting the community. And I want to show you guys one other opinion, kind of going over what may be happening on Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, this is from Ollie from Tier Zero Games. If you aren't familiar with Tier Zero Games, they're actually my sponsor. So make sure you guys check out the link below in the description box where there's a link to their.
If there's anyone to listen to about this stuff, it's probably owners of these ginormous websites.
Store. They sell cards constantly, but notoriously they are fantastic pre-orders. And with the code Jesse5, you get 5% off.
Hey, let's go.
On their YouTube channel, I do post content as well. Small little plug, but I do want to show these guys my appreciation because they've been a great host for me for the last 9 months now. I've been on the team, so or 8 months. And yeah, make sure to check them out. But anyways, Ollie is the owner of Tier Zero Games, and he is a huge vendor in the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh! So he does have a lot of input and weight to the words he says, and I wanted to share it to a broader audience. So I've seen a lot of opinions about the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Product and why it's failing so badly. As someone who's opened tens of thousands of booster boxes over the last 7 years, here are my thoughts on the rapid demise of Duod. The set itself actually isn't that bad. It has a lot of what we typically look for. New archetypes that'll be popular to some point, interesting, though currently weak TCG exclusive deck, and playable cards across multiple rarities. And yeah, I mean, I obviously shouldn't have to back it up, but I'll explain more from my thought processes, because I'm also a Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendor, albeit to a smaller degree than Ollie, and I've done it for probably about 7 years myself. From Duad specifically, the new archetypes that'll be popular at some point, we're referring to the potential behind Art Mage cards, because those could go up in value in the future. That creates demand, speculation, and does, in theory, lift prices up. The people opening the set need to have value, otherwise they're not going to buy the product. And again, that goes back to the root issue of supporting an ecosystem that is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep.
Interesting. TCG exclusive decks. This one's a bit fishier because you don't know this when you order the product. Rebel bots, who knows how good they'll be. They have the makings of potential, but that is a constant theme among TCG exclusive decks. And then playable cards in the immediate, right? Holly Sue for Vanquish Soul obviously is an impactful card and mustn't be understated. The Sky Striker cards are somewhat playable as well, but I'll continue on with what Ollie says. However, it suffers from a recurring issue in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets at the moment. Without a new staple or potential staple, a set is only as strong as its best deck. And this is where the current problems are really starting to show. Since April, we've known Justice Hunters was coming, and with it, what now appears to be the top 3 decks of the format by a wide margin. So he's talking about, with Justice Hunters coming out in about 2 weeks, we're going to see 3 tier 1 strategies come out of it. Vanquish Soul obviously has roots in older sets, but the K9 cards, which are highlighted in the deck, can really propel it to the top status. Draco Tail, a deck that was dominant before Vanquish Soul K9 came out in OCG because they had a different set release order. And then Yummy, a deck which is kind of competing with Vanquish Soul right now as the second best deck, and in some cases arguably even better. But still, those are the 3 decks that all seem to be very relevant into the upcoming format. It's all Justice Hunters. We see a complete meta shift and a sort of change in life cycles in Yu-Gi-Oh! That happens often. The change in cycles over to Snake Eye, change in cycles over to Malice Ryzeal, and now we're shifting an entirely new lifespan or format in Yu-Gi-Oh! And obviously it's not format because there are different ban lists within these formats, but you see different cycles and lifespans of these sets and decks. It's a bit atypical for what you to consider in a card game. So how do we fix this? No idea. If I had the answer, you'd probably be making the games instead of just selling them. But a lot of the ideas have already been mentioned. Better rarity distribution. We all want affordability, but there needs to be balance. Lately, too many strong cards are printed in low rarities and need to stop devaluing rarities. there's so many rarities you don't need to have, a chase rarity also being a tin promo.
Okay, so basically what he's saying is opposite to what I said before, in the sense that we need chase cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think what Yu-Gi-Oh! Has lost the most, what I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Has lost the most, and you guys can agree or disagree with me in the comment section, right? Are collectors, actually. Lo and behold, it's not players that we're losing, it's actually collectors that we're losing. And I myself am one of them. I used to collect a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I recently sold off my collection binder because it just keeps devaluing. The value of my binder has just plummeted. I think my binder was sitting at, in peak COVID, my binder was sitting at like $12,000, and that's not that expensive of a binder. I know other collectors out there with like $100,000 in a binder. And I think I sold my binder. The 100% value on a binder, it was sitting around like 8,000, about $10,000. And I sold it for about like 70% of that, which is high because most people will only pay 60 to 65% on collections. But it felt bad, right? Just kind of sitting there and watching my collection. My camera froze. Yeah, it felt bad just watching my collection just die in value. It just felt really bad. But there's nothing we can do about that. That's just kind of what it is in a nutshell. I think our main issue is we lost a bunch of collectors in Yu-Gi-Oh! And collectors are the ones spending the most amount of money. When we got our first Starlights, right? When we got our first Starlights ever, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was at its probably the most expensive it's ever been, ever. Right? We're talking about Appaloosa when it first came out. We're talking about Appaloosa at some point, the Starlight was sitting around like, bro, like $2,000? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Hold on. Let me go look it up here. Hold on. Let's fact check here. Appaloosa, right? Appaloosa, what? Appaloosa Starlight. Here we go. Appaloosa. Oh, it only shows me a 1-year chart. At the height, Appaloosa was sitting around like $2,000. My camera is constantly freezing. It's kind of annoying. Sorry about that, boys. Give me a second. Interesting. So yeah, Appaloosa was sitting somewhere around like $2,000. And I think at the peak it was sitting at like $2,500. Bro, we're looking at a fifth of the price. A fifth. Crazy to think about, man. Crazy to think about. And like IP was sitting at like 1,200. Like it's some crazy numbers, bro. If we go to Yu-Gi-Oh, let's go to just, how do I look for all cards? Advanced search. Let's look at where Starlight rare. Search. So let's search every Starlight rare. The most expensive Starlight rare right now is the Appaloosa and IP. Sitting at a fifth of what their original prices were. Like, this is crazy to think about. I remember Lina's because I invested in Lina the Light Charmer. I bought like a couple Linas. I think I bought 6. And I bought them for $300 a pop, and they were selling for $500. Bro, $120. Probably averaging around $150. That's diabolical, bro. That's crazy. access codes, I remember access codes were $600, about $750 at its peak for access code talker. Black Rose Dragon was around $600. Right? And like they're all being overtaken by these new Starlight, all the new Starlight rares. They're being overtaken. And that's the crazy part. Like collecting has just gone out the window. Starlights used to be about 1 per every 2 cases. Starlights now are like what? 2 a case? 2 to 4 a case, is that right? Bro, I remember when Zeus was sitting at like 450, 500. And yeah, you know, like quarter century rares kind of screwed us over. I'm not gonna lie, it did. It did. But still, you're talking about a card that's stamped and one that's not. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Stars are 3 per case right now. Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Like, really, truly, it is. Truly, it is.
Yeah, I don't like that Starlight rares have gone from being this chase thing to
Literally, the next thing he talks about was that
centuries became way too affordable, and then they become every 10, and now Starlight rares aren't really special. And you can say it's cool for the player base, but collectors need to have a place in Yu-Gi-Oh! They need to still be appreciated, right? And they've been leaving in droves. And here's the important one that I really wasn't that kind of thinking
Lamau
until Ollie brought it up. And
I literally just said this.
Better power balance across sets. The Justice Hunters really need all 3 of the best decks in the game. That's just greedy. If they were split across 3 releases, all 3 products would sell. That's even without touching the power creep problem. So this is interesting because it's kind of what Master Duel does, right? Because think back to Tier and Sprite. They weren't released simultaneously in Master Duel. Think to even in the current era, Bryzel at the time recording this has not even been announced in Master Duel, but Malice is out. Where in the TCG, this entire new cycle and wave came at the same time. It means that the sets before Justice Hunters don't matter. Therefore, why would people invest in them? Why would they buy cards from them? They know will be obsolete so soon. So that kind of premonition of Justice Hunters coming out creates this like stock market like trend of forcing product prices down. The problem, however, is if you release these powerful decks over several releases, is you might find yourself in more frequent Tier 0 formats.
Correct.
And give less choice to the players, because until all of those powerful decks come into rotation to create that new Yu-Gi-Oh cycle, you end up with what you have like right now in Master Duel, where Malice is just far and away.
Here's the thing. And I'm not trying to be some speculator here or some conspiracy theorist. Most things work better in 3s. And what do I mean by that? When you played your favorite Pokemon game, how many starters did you get? You get 3 starters. In Naruto, why do you love that series so much? You got a team of 3 players. You got Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, as useless as she might be. Everything just sort of works better in 3s. I don't know what it is. It just sort of ends up happening that way, right? Like anything you watch, anything you play, generally something revolves around the number 3, right? You have three main characters, you have 3 main plot lines, you have 3 main decks. There are options, right? Releasing one major deck at a time I don't think it's a good idea, right? And that's why if you look at the Yu-Gi-Oh sets and the way they release in the way they do. You have your core sets, you have your deck building sets, and then you have your side sets. So I think Konami has that figured out, right? I truly think they do. I mean, they have to, right? They have to have it figured out. It's tough because I don't like Tier 0 formats. I think they're pointless. They're truly pointless. Having options is good. Like even in the newest set, Justice Hunters, we have canines which work well with Vanquished. We have yummies that work well on its own, or you can play strikers or some variant of it. And then you have Draco Tales, which are a pretty decent archetype as well. But again, like you can't. It's a delicate balance that we're working with here, right? It's a delicate balance. It's hard. There's really no right answer here, so it's unfortunate.
The best deck, and if you do that with every sort of powerful release, then you'll end up with constant pocket formats. It could also mean that Yu-Gi-Oh just needs to change its product mapping like for the entire year altogether. Maybe they don't release so many sets. They already have slowed down, which is good because releasing junk sets is not okay. This right now, it's a weird state. Ollie does add some closing remarks though. More than anything, he thinks Yu-Gi-Oh needs something new. It's not collectible right now.
Right.
Yep. It only has one format that can reliably sell cards, and that's top heavy. Casual play seems to be disappearing. I don't run an OTS. I don't know about this. I know the locals enough, and it's hard for me to say, but me running a channel that has a lot of casual content, I don't know how true this is. It may just be that it's more shifting towards Master Duel because it's more friendly for it, as well as it's easier to play on a casual level, which makes sense. Final point in your never-ending thread. You think the death in the anime is the biggest loss?
Bro, a sidebar? Yo, Jesse kind of cute, bro. Sidebar.
Always had this to push products, and because of that, it feels I've had to retrain anime cards so many times, even they rarely feel special anymore. So that's something I also didn't really think about. We used to get excited a lot more for DM support, Blue Eye support, Red Eye support, and while we still do, the lesser appreciated ones, like even hero support, it's less monumental now. It's almost commonplace in Yu-Gi-Oh, and they are kind of just repeating tired themes of sorts. It's a lot of things to ponder on because it's not an easy solution. If Yu-Gi-Oh had an easy solution to this problem, then I'd hope Konami would do it, right? They have to be aware of this problem. This is not something they can just sleep on. This should be DEFCON 5.
Yeah,
they need Konami needs to address. This should be a bigger problem than pricing. This should be a bigger problem than maybe one bad YCS or whatever, because this will have huge impacts.
Exactly.
Now, this is just one box price duo. I wanted to show you guys the more full effects of the market. I'm going to go through some of the tabs I've opened here. Duelist Advanced boxes. If we look now, I think it's maybe even a couple hours over date. It may be even less now. It's dropped another 40 cents. Look at this graph. This is abysmal. This is below cost for OTSs. There's some OTSs that are smaller will buy only a little bit of product to support the local scene, but larger scale vendors that support the community, like Gamer's Choice, Tier 0. I'm not crazy large, but I order a large amount of products. When you're ordering like cases in the multiples of hundreds, I don't do that, but others like the ones I mentioned before will. Think of that loss, right? That's multiple times a year. Yep. That's really bad. And that's not even counting the work that all this is, right? You have to actually work to lose money. So you can see why stores are discouraged. And it's not just Duelist Advance. Alliance Insight's even worse. Like, look at this box price. Prices are down here, and despite small little upticks, it's trending down. And maybe it's up from $34. It gets to the point that it's so low, people may just buy them out.
Right.
See, I think that's what happened here a little bit. Because when they're that cheap, it's just like maybe gamble on it for the future. But $38, this is nothing. Boxes being this low is pathetic. Supreme Darkness is not much better. This was before Justice Hunters being announced, so this may have some value to Ollie's theory, but this set was deemed as not great. Ready distribution on this made no sense. The Mitsu cards all low rarity, so no one really had to pay much for them, barring 2 Ultras, which ended up being a bulk of the price. And Eclipse Twins being super meant that most cards went in the set, besides Meowls, weren't hard to get. So the set ended up like this, and it's not good. And this is even with hero cards in here, right? Like, if hero cards had some QCRs, which they do.
Like, you know, this is the thing, right? Like, you got to think about it this way. It's like, yo, everybody wants Yu-Gi-Oh to be cheaper. Great. Konami sort of did that for you guys where, you know, the better, some of the good decks that you could play are in a lower rarity, and it's just tanking the sets, bro.
You'd hope that would drive up some collectible price. And it does to some extent, but not enough to really bring it above a good price. And again, this is still losing money after fees. That's not the reality. It's still work to lose money. And the side sets are no different, right? Battle Legends, it did recover a little bit, but 51, 52, this is not profitable, and it's still losing money. Now, thankfully, we are almost at the point where this can bounce back. You can see there is a couple dozen listed, but after that, that moves away. We do get to 57. This is not good. This is still not profitable for companies, but it's no longer sounding alarms level prices. This set does fare a little better because it has some more collectability with the chibis, the Blue Eyes, Starlight Rares. Blue Eyes has been the only collectible card that, despite multiple high rarity prints in the last few months, has maintained a good price. The OTS Ultimate, the QCRs in Stampede, the Starlight Rare in Mayhem, and even the stamped one from the WCQ seems to be priced very well. So they're using it as a lifeline right now. And I get it, but it's rough. Now, you may say, but if the box prices...
And to Jesse's point about working to lose money, and that's why we don't do as many like pack opening videos on our channel anymore. Like if you look at this video, it was posted a day ago, and it's about 5,000 views. What you see versus what I see is a little bit different. Like, I want you to watch the first like 3 minutes of this video and tell me how much work you think went into this video.
Oh my God! Your boy got a collector's rare. Oh my God! She got 3 of those. Oh my God! Is it Starlight?
No, stop. No! Yu-Gi-Oh is dying.
But can Justice Hunters save Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's get cracking.
If you love all things Fire Force, do not miss out on this one. Presenting our new Neko deck box. Gear up for the new Yu-Gi-Oh season with a vibrant and eye-catching fiery design that radiates power and style. Made from premium materials, this deck box is durable, sleek, and holds up to 100 sleeved cards along with the dice tray. Supplies are limited and it won't be restocked once it's sold out, Unironically, so make sure to act fast.
Go get your deck
Command the
boxes.
flames. Get yours today over at headbattles.com. Links down below.
All right, so
Okay, now I'm picking.
4 boxes of
Yeah.
Justice Hunters today.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got a third.
I want you to look at our setup, okay? I want you to look at our setup. I'm gonna get myself off the screen for a sec. Look at our setup here, right? We have our main camera. We have 1 light, 2 light, 3 light on the other side, another one in front of us on to the left. We have our top-down camera. We have our laptop. We have everything here, and this is only what you see. Okay.
Camera angle today.
We do.
Just to spice it up a little bit. All right, so I got somewhere else to look. Let me pick the first box.
No, I said I'm picking.
All right, you pick the first box. Ladies first, apparently.
This one called out my name. I don't know why.
Good, because this is the one I wanted.
No,
Okay,
no,
no, you know how you
wait,
touch
wait,
it.
wait,
You touch
no,
it. No.
So,
I have really fun with the new cup slip back.
okay, so this is a new.
And like,
Another
here's
new
the
one.
thing.
How you know? This is how you know me way.
Like-
Prince reprint.
Nothing crazy.
Like, we must have one of the most best setups in the game. Why is my camera keep freezing today? Bro, it's actually pissing me off. Like, we have probably one of the best setups, like, on YouTube, like, at least in our space when it comes to, like our YouTube set. That we spent, I spent $320 on 4 booster boxes. Took me about 30 minutes to set up the room. And then, like, we got back like $50 for filming that video. And box opening videos, I edit myself because I have a team of editors, but I edit those myself because there's a sense of urgency and I don't want to just like throw a video on my editors and be like, hey, I need it in 2 hours. So I edit that one myself. So like, it's just like, it's just not worth it, bro. It's not worth it sometimes.
Are bad. What about singles, right? Because what if these stores open the product instead and try and sell the singles? Let's look at Alliance Insight. March Hare, most impactful card in the game, was $60 in release. Months later, $17.
Yep.
And I know Nationals or WCQ has just passed, so they may have dropped a little bit as players just selling their decks. But even before that, they were $20. Still, the best cards in the set cannot be that cheap. Even $30. Even $30. The most expensive card in the set that's not a QCR. That's freaking nothing. And what if I change the filter here? What if I instead only show QCR?
And you know what's crazy? Cards like Dominus Purge and Dominus Song. Like, think about like when we got Rise of the Duelist, right? ROTD. Bro, Tactics and Droplets were like $140 per copy. And now we're looking at like these game-changing staples, $20. So yeah, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players, we complained so much, we got what we wanted. You know, expensive cards are now super cheap, but the game is dying. Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, goddamn.
QCRs. Let's show how much QCRs are worth. There are some worth okay money, but so many of them are actually worthless. You can pull your 3 QCRs in a case.
Yep.
And pull $45 in cards from QCRs. That's not collectible. This is all so sad. Star Rise was a playable card. It's nothing. It's nothing. Now, you can argue that as a product of sets dropping in price, the game becomes more affordable to play. But this being the way we have reached this destination
Is yes, not right.
is nice for now and will quickly kind of derail because the game will suffer in large as players stop playing or stores stop supporting it. And then as scarcity rises, prices move back up.
Yep.
And the Yu-Gi-Oh becomes volatile in prices. You don't have formats of
That's what I'm saying, bro, right? Like, right, here's the thing, right? He hit the nail on the head. Prices are dipping now because Konami is like low-key listening to the community. Prices go down. Stores don't support it. There's not enough product on the market. And because now there is no supply for the little demand it has, law of supply and demand still kicks in because it's going to kick in. And now card prices go right back up. And it's just an unending cycle,
incredibly expensive and worthless. That being said, I don't know if cheaper prices can fully be established with Yu-Gi-Oh being such a competitively driven game. I think the best way to do that is to have one deck be really cheap and other decks not be. That way people have options still to compete cheaply, but if you want to play different decks, they can do so. But still, myself looking to buy Yu-Gi-Oh product in the future, I'm heavily debating every choice now. Now, with this all said and done, we talked about how Justice Hunters is coming out and it'll change the format. So how is Justice Hunters doing price-wise? Well, it's not out yet, so we don't really have a clear picture just yet. We can look at pre-sale prices, and it looks good. This is still not like a point where I'm screaming, Yu-Gi-Oh save, there's a ton of profit. When I'm looking for a higher price set to make good bank on as a vendor, I'm looking for $80 plus typically.
Yep.
That's when I'm really happy with my margin. You can't see here though the price.
So $80 plus. Let's look at Justice Hunters right now. $70. $72. This guy only has one booster box. So my camera needs to stop dying. I'm going to lose my mind. Hold on. I am actually going to lose my mind with this camera today. Okay, now I just don't have a camera. But okay. Sure, why not? Okay. So yeah, we're looking at $72 for a booster box right now. They started at $100. None sold. You had 4 sold at $100, 5 sold at $100, so 9, 3, so 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. None sold over the course of like a week. They dropped the price. And yeah, they sold the most at 66. And now their boxes are coming back up. But you can see that the boxes are trending upwards in terms of amount sold. So, you know, it's definitely recovering, but there's still another dip back in here. But, you know, it is what it is. And the camera froze again. Oh, my God. All right, we'll just keep watching.
Prices have gone up already, if anything, which is a good sign. It means there is demand here. It may give further proof to Ollie's theory, though, that this kind of metric of released sets with us knowing the future leads to sets being like this is not a good thing. But this set looks fine. And maybe Yu-Gi-Oh is fine after all, but I'm concerned because this pricing thing is a huge problem. It is all part of, again, this ecosystem that is Yu-Gi-Oh and its health and its community. And when one thing falters, and by the data, it has faltered drastically, it's not long before other things gotta sink. As far as other fixes go, one other thing that may have to happen is a simultaneous release date for Yu-Gi-Oh products.
That's definitely something I agree with. Yeah, so simultaneous release products. I actually agree with that a lot because the OCG gets product way before we do. And what ends up happening. Hold on. So what ends up. Hey, is the YouTube stream now? Okay. So what ends up happening with that is the OCG gets product first, and then the TCG then infers from the OCG what's good and what's not, which is really, really annoying because then we know what sets not to get and what sets to get. Like we sort of get early leaks and early, intel about like what's good and what's not good. And I feel like that is one of the main driving factors as to why sometimes sets fail. Like, do we gotta get scammed as a community sometimes? Maybe. But is that something that we should be able to figure out for ourselves and not have someone 3,000 miles away figure out for us? Yes, I don't like that. That's one of my biggest gripes with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that the OCG gets to play with these cards way before we get to. I'm not a fan of that at all. At all.
The only reason we even know about Justice Hunters being so good, and it's for one reason. OCG gets the stuff way before us. It lets us pick and choose with our money, and it makes these products kind of bad, right? Because this kind of stock market type of speculation effect really can affect the market and hurt stores. Simultaneous would fix that a fair degree. And
Agreed.
For all we know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is doing that, right? Again, this is completely off of my own speculation. I have no insight on this. Do not quote me as an official source, please. But think about last core sets, right? Everything's been pushed back. The core set in the summertime used to be posted or published or released in August, but now it's early July. Last time it was mid-July. Think about the Halloween set. This time Doom and Dimensions. It's coming out in September now. We're moving sets closer together, and the time between us and OCG for core sets specifically is closing.
Thank you.
I'm hoping this is a sign we're moving towards a simultaneous release. I don't know if the logistics are significantly harder for Konami for that. I don't know if this will actually help the game, but it would help us with having more interesting formats at the start of set releases. It would help the game sync up for just community's sake, and I think it might help the sealed product thing as well. So it's a good fix in theory, and might actually be what's happening. So interesting to kind of take note of.
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say. And I'm curious what you guys have to say as well. Do you think this is all a bunch of bullshit? Do you think this not matters at all? How do you fix it? Do you have other reasons for
this video? I feel like was definitely much more thought out. I feel like Jesse has like great input as to like what the actual core issues are, being that he does invest. And my camera froze again. Holy shit. Bro, why is this happening? Jesus, man. Hold on. Okay, come on now. Work with me. All right, please work with me. Come on now. And it's just black now. Okay, there we go. Holy shite, man. Yeah, I think Jesse has a really good input here. Let's watch one more video here. This is Sam's video. We're going to watch this.
Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. MBT just dropped the video claiming that the online client is slowly replacing paper play, and not in a good way. As someone who plays the game in both formats, I've seen the change myself. Locals aren't what they used to be. Views on competitive topics like deck profiles are at an all-time low, and everyone is just playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. But is this a problem, or is it just the future? Let's check out MBT's video, and I'll tell you what I really think. Let's go. But I don't know, just like a little fun fact. You guys have, hold
on. It's Sam. Okay, so Sam's reacting to the video, and then I'm reacting to him reacting to a video that I've already reacted to. We're not going to do that. Is there a point where he stops watching the video at all?
Months. I tried playing my budget blue eyes deck and did terribly.
Because The man. Malice deck, 36,000 views. I do it because I truly enjoy competitive play.
Okay. Okay. So no. Okay. So close. Bro, I'm literally bronze. There's one more day in the season too, which is hilarious. But anyways, so here are my final thoughts on the issue. I truly believe that like we need 3 things to bring Yu-Gi-Oh back to what it was, and maybe even go above and beyond that, right? One of the main things is simply give us something to collect. I think Magic the Gathering is doing literally that, where they're giving us something to collect, right? They're like, yo, here are the new Final Fantasy cards, here are the new Chocobo cards, or whatever it may be, Sonic cards or whatever. Give us something to collect, please. Like, just make it more collectible for the people who truly enjoy collecting. Yo, Jose, what up, baby? 4 years, bro. We're doing, thank you. Jen and Yuna are doing amazing. But do you think Konami should stop censoring card art? No. I think that's such a smaller issue that I just don't think it matters. I'm sure it matters to some degree, but I can almost guarantee you that it's marginal at best. The full art borderless cards in Magic is cool. That's what I'm saying. I feel like one of the main things is that we should have full art cards, but don't do Magic. Don't go the Magic route. It sucks. Magic players hate it. Yeah, but their numbers are god tier. It doesn't matter if they hate it. We're not talking about like the competitive Magic player base. We're talking about people who enjoy Final Fantasy, and if you enjoy Final Fantasy to some degree, you also enjoy like nerdy hobbies, and they just bring new players into the game. You know, if Magic players hate it, why is product sold out everywhere? You know, like you have to think about it in that sense, right? Like you have to think about it in that sense. Like you can't just say don't do it because the player base hates it. The player base is eating it up. You know, they're eating it up. Final Fantasy was terrible because it's so expensive, but it's expensive because it's in demand, right? Like it's expensive because it's in demand. Like look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Duad, not in demand. Box prices are abysmal. If nobody was buying the Final Fantasy stuff, it would be cheaper. Price is almost like directly correlated to people who buy and people who don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is. Like that is life. You know what I'm saying? Like Yu-Gi-Oh needs to some degree what does this do? Is this any good? He set no cards though. Is this a quick effect? It's not. I don't what? Huh. Card does nothing. Yeah, but it was just that one set because it's a huge IP. Most other Magic sets are just there. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we need some level of something. We need to do something that Magic did. Like we need to. We absolutely need to. This board is ass. It's so ass. I don't know what to do with it. This is the only real threat on the board. Like, this is the only real threat on the board, sure. Okay. And Dark Law is a random F, so it doesn't matter. He'll clear a card randomly. And every card in my hand is good, so it doesn't matter. I literally didn't need that. But yeah, I mean, really? But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like we need to do something cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it just needs to be cool. Oh, I actually can't OTK him here. That's interesting. I cannot OTK him here. But yeah. Right. All right, what does this do? I haven't read here. If you blah 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 blah, you can special summon blah 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 blah. Okay, so we're just gonna clear the increase here. We're gonna clear. I forgot how sick this animation is, and we'll pass. But yeah, you know, I think Yu-Gi-Oh definitely needs to do some sort of comeback that isn't a reboot. Holy shit. Too bad you need the card on field for this to work. GG, no re, have a nice day. GG, no re, have a nice day. You get no effect, baby. Hey, dog, GG, no re, have a nice day, dog. That's what I thought, bro. That's what I thought. Bro, people in these bottom tier ranks are booty, bro. Oh, baby, give me the rank up. Give me the rank up. Bro, how fast? Yo, bro, how quickly do you think I can rank up today? Bro, and I also need to really pee, but I'm not wearing any pants, so I can't really get up. I need to pee, but I can't get up because I'm not wearing pants. God damn. God damn. Hand goated. Hand goated. It's my spirit animal right there, bro. What up, Dual Daddy? No way. He's playing 60 I just realized he's playing 60. Is this like a 60 trap deck? Do I just top deck LS here? I just top deck LS? Chain Burn, possibly? Last card in hand, Ash? Last card in hand, Ash Blossom? Oh, he's playing Paleos. It's literally in his name. It literally says Paleo Peak in his name. Yup. Send one trap card from your deck to the graveyard. Can you send transaction? Does he dump transaction here? That's kind of sick, actually. Rise to full. You can base this card from your graveyard and target one monster you control. Your opponent monster cannot attack for the rest except to... I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused. My local comic store used to run Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, but stopped a few years ago, and it's really the only reliable place I can get someone to take me to. Damn, feels bad. Feels bad. But I mean, oh baby. I mean, but like again, like that, and that's why Master Duel is so good for the game. I feel like Master Duel truly is the future of Yu-Gi Mans, bro. Truly is. Bro, actually, what I need to do is I need to see the K9 deck in action, the Vanquish K9 deck. I need to see it in action because I want to play it. It's kind of dope. Jen actually wanted to play it and told me to play Yummies instead, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll summon the Gizmekoroche. It's crazy because my thrust is just now super dead. Activate Solemn Warning. Summon the Grand Maju. Talking about old school Yu-Gi-Oh! This is it right here. All right, we'll go Bigfoot F. Are you dead ass? Huh? Oh, it's unaffected. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. All right, it's really all I got there, Mike. It's really all I got. The closest shop to me that runs tournaments is like 40-minute drive away. Don't have every card I need, and some cards are just super pricey. But again, like, we can't complain about the price of cards. If cards are expensive, the game is doing well. That's just how it is, bro. I'm sorry. That's simply the name of the game. If cards are expensive, that means the game is doing well. Like, to some degree, that is the truth. To probably 90% of the degree. You could argue that price has nothing to do with the game, but it absolutely does. It absolutely does. And if you feel like it doesn't, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's like you going to work and getting paid nothing. You wouldn't do it either. Like you would not do it either. Like we can't lie about stuff like that. Like you would not do it either. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. And don't say you would, because at that point, you're just virtue signaling, and you have some hero savior complex, which is yikes. Just yikes, bro. Send the top 5 cards. Needle. What is this dude playing? Jose, you would work for free? I bet. I need you to come over and put up my cards on TCG Play. But I need you to pay me to do it. Out of the goodness of your heart, please. Thank you. At 34 and full-time job and no spare time, Mazduel is fantastic for... Exactly. I said I will work for free, not pay to work. I mean... If you're already working for free, you might as well pay me to work, you know, at that point. He did dump a transaction rollback. He did. What is correct here? I'm just going to add an LS. I'm just going to add the LS. We're going to normal summon the Assault Synchron. He's going to D-Barrier call XCs. He called Synchro. Makes sense. Dual Daddy with the tier 1, baby! Sure. You gonna link Kuribo? You gonna link Kuribo here? You gonna do it? He gonna do it. Yeah, you can only target that monster, so GG Nori, have a nice day, I guess. GG Nori, have a nice day. Is this like indestructible now or something? I don't get it. Oh, I get it now. Pass! He's trying to evenly me with transaction rollback. Bro, I gotta pee so bad, bro. Why are there no gaming chairs that are also toilets? Why are there no gaming chairs that are also toilets, bro? Can my camera freeze right now real quick? Just freeze. If my camera would freeze right now, I can go use the bathroom. For the love of everything, please, just freeze. Just freeze on me one time. Just freeze on me one time. That's really all I'm asking for. Just freeze on me one time. One time. Please. And freeze. Are you kidding? The one time I wanted to discard it, I summon it? This game is something else, bro. This game is something else. You done fucked up, hey, Ron. Yo, what up, Glow? There are adult diapers. There are. Yeah, get Bellon. Bellon? Different. Gonna activate trap trick. Okay. I mean, why would I negate that? It's literally pointless. Bro, you thought you were gonna bait me with trap tricks, bro? Are you dumb? Are you El Stupido? Okay, I'll pop the other one. It was, oh shit. That's not good. Actually not good. Okay. GG's. Activates rollback. To activate Wabaku. Sure. Go ahead. Oh, you thought I was finna negate that? Do you know who you're playing against? Wait, does the Daruma Cannon flip him back up though? No, it doesn't. My mother is doing well. So what ended up happening was the surgery was supposed to be on the 28th. Her primary doctor, fucking moron, messed up her paperwork and her surgery got delayed. So we're dealing with that. Please send your entire deck. Thank you. What up, bro? I thought you. It's Vagith. I thought it was vagina, bro. I'm sickened. It's all good in the hood there, don't I? It's all good in the hood. You already know how it is. Bro, this game is so long for no reason. For no reason, actually. So he still has a transaction rollback. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop the Daruma Cannon. He's going to activate Daruma Cannon. I'm not going to negate that. There's no point. Still have the transaction rollback here, right? Copies a normal trap. Yeah. He can chain transaction for D barrier. He'll negate the Baron anyway. That's fine. Having the pop effect is actually better. No, he's not going to copy Wabaku. So he's gonna declare Baron de Fleur. When you can bet. Let's go. Okay, so it's only this turn. That's fine. That is a-okay. Bro, this dude is like trying so hard. I mean, I get it. I get it. Bro, you know what I need to do? I gotta put a catheter inside my penis so I could just pee, bro. They have a catheter that goes from here to the bathroom. That's kind of what just needs to happen, I guess. Okay. Well, King Sark. Yeah, I don't think he can win this. I don't know. That's a wild statement. Yeah, but it's valid. It may be wild, but it's valid. I mean, you can't argue with me saying it's not valid. Okay. Well, ding. Non-target send. He's going to change the ding to face down. Okay. Why is this the longest game ever, bro? He's gonna try to evenly me, right? He's gonna copy evenly. No, he can't. It has to be after I attacked. So he can't copy the evenly. He's gonna scoop right here. He thought to himself I could copy evenly. Quaking Mirror Force. Is this a new turn? Bro, this dude is so fucking annoying. Okay. I need my Baron effect, so... Okay, I need the Baron effect. Bro, just please scoop. Oh my god. Such a waste of time. This is ridiculous. Okay. Here's a what is this? Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. Bro, this Baron Negate has been here for an eternity. Is there anything else for me to negate, bro? I think that's it. We're going to negate that. Bro, does he think that he going to outplay me, bro? There you go. Goodbye. What a waste of my time. What an absolute waste of my time. Holy shit, bro. Holy jabolies. Yikes. Yikes. And yikes. Bro, I'm about to pee my pants. I'm about to pee my pants right here, right now, bro. Live in front of everybody. This dude is taking forever to choose who goes first or second. This dude knows I have to pee. This dude knows. He knows. He knows and he's fucking with me. And all right, I'm gonna pass and I'm gonna turn this camera on for a second. I'm gonna go pee, bro. Yara, what am I watching right now? What? Why? Why? He DC'd. He just did that and then DC. He's playing on his phone or something. Effect. Summon. I didn't want to summon him, but here we go. Effect. It's not a synchro deck. He barely He has 5 extra. Huh? Huh? What the hell? Okay. Sure. It's not every day you get to summon this one. Yet here we are. Old Faithful works every time, bro. Old Faithful every time. Every damn time. Every damn time. I love this game. I love this game so much, you have no idea. Because I get to play decks like this that I created from scratch, and it just slaps every deck in the format. I just... Where's Malice, bro? Where's Malice at? Where's Malice? Give me some Malice players, bro. Give me some Malice players on everything. On everything. I deserve it. I deserve it. Only in bronze, bro. He don't know about me, bro. Redstone Convoy must be new around here. He don't know about me, dog. You don't know about me, chat. I love XC summoning. XC summoning is the best thing to ever happen in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It truly is. It truly is. The game started in the Xyz era. The game truly started in the Xyz era. And I am starving. Fuck, bro. Why do people take forever to choose, bro? Are you dead ass? Bro, I really do have to see what the K9 deck can do. The Vanquish K9 deck, I have to. I have to see it. I have to. Okay, this hand is goated. What the hell? Bro, why are people disconnecting? Come on now. Susu, you look tired AF. Thanks, I guess. Please don't hand trap me here. It looks cool, man. I have the whole core. Bro, yeah, you know what? I have most of the canine stuff, but I only have one Azuna. And Azuna is mad expensive, bro. The Azunas are so expensive, bro. $50 a pop for an Ultra? Yikes. But if I got to pay to play, I will pay to play. That deck looks dope. Looks freaking dope, bro. The Angry Burger cards are not out yet. The Angry Burger cards not out. Yeah, yeah. I have a spare Starlight. You should buy it. If you have a spare Starlight, you should just send it to the Addy, bro. What do you mean buy it? You know what I'm saying? What? I can buy it? Susu, what's your favorite food? Chicken wings. They do stuff and then other things. What are we talking about here? Yeah, my favorite food, if you tell me, yo, Susu, only one food for the rest of your life, chicken wings. Why? A gajillion. God damn it. Well, there goes my whole back row. At the very least, do you think he's playing a graveyard-centric deck? Maybe. We'll Asafio and just shut off his graveyard. So I have 2 banishes plus a floodgate. 2 banishes plus floodgate. Okay. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. 2 banish floodgate. Easy peasy. And then I have OTK next turn. Okay. Play the game! Brother, please. Play game, please. Por favor. That's really all you got? You LS'd me? You scared me? Huh? I'm so confused. Huh? Bro, you activated Monster Reborn. What are you trying to reborn? Now, he legit about to lose signal, too. That's the crazy part. Ooh, Carbonara. Do I want some Carbonara, bro? Oh, my God. He had mad back row, too, for no reason. All right, well, let's clear out his entire bottomless trap hole, bro. A bottomless trap hole. All right, what's his last one? Starlight Road. All right, give me the Returnia back, I guess. Thanks. I feel bad, bro. I feel like am I being a bully right now? Am I bullying? Would this be considered bullying? Are we bringing it back? Are we bringing back bullying? Is that what's going on? The red eyes. The red eyes baby dragon, bro. Oh nah. Oh nah. That's diabolical, bro. That's actually. That's fake news. That's fake news. All right, there's one more video that I actually want to watch.
Hey guys, it's Tom Bucks.
Canine Vanquish Soul.
Chancy. Squiddy,
What's up?
you just gotta say something.
We are here in a shadow duel
Say something.
of epic proportions. This is a new format
Primite
duel.
Draco
Yes,
Tail.
we're
That's a
in the
deck.
future. I time traveled.
Yeah.
I have the technology.
Tom, why is your mic so low?
How it works.
New format, new cards, new
I
interactions.
feel like I'm at a. Ah, there we go.
There you
Can we edit a cool effect? I'm not editing a cool effect. All right, let's see. Do we do mulligans in this game? Just
But you gotta edit in the Tom box.
Tom Bucks. Okay.
All right.
These are the most two wholesome players I've ever seen in
stand
my
by.
life.
What's wrong with this card? It breaks me. All right, yeah, you're good.
Main base.
This
Okay.
deck can be very bricky sometimes. Not gonna lie.
Okay. Well, I don't believe you. Normal summon up primate.
Yes.
Dragon.
Yes.
Ether
Barrel?
barrel.
Yes.
Effect.
Barrel F.
Yes. You're playing blue eyes, right?
I
Add the
wish
load,
I
the
could.
lordly
I'll set
load.
myself a nice lordly load right
Sure.
here. I hate your column game. Your game has columns. Activate lordly load.
Activate load
Alright, give
at
us some
drill
free
beam.
card. See? Already ahead, like Tristan Taylor would say.
And my camera froze.
He's already ahead.
You did base a lot of hand traps.
Both our decks have hand traps. We have tons of hand traps in this game. Do I?
Bro, can you guys play faster?
I have.
Oh, you already drew it. Okay.
Oh, well, what gave that away?
We're getting punished if I ask
What?
that.
What gave that away?
Yeah.
It was not a Joe Beam set. It was a Lord Beam set. Sorry, this is a Lord Beam. Actually, I can't even add this. I can't add this. I'm adding this card. I'm going crazy.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. We fixed the play.
We're good.
I forgot. I was like, which one did I go first with? Okay, here we go. Sorry.
See,
Being distracted. I gotta focus a little bit more.
There's 10% chance you can, if you ash that ad, you get punished. 10% chance to drew the.
Is there? Wow. You know what I'm gonna do?
12.5% for the cards.
I'm going to activate Primal Lord Load. Summon.
Oh, I have a big punish. Koalas.
I can't do anything. I'll just have to eat it. I don't like it.
I really needed this result. My hand is not great.
Yeah, but my hand's kind of worse now.
What's the problem with
Hey,
it?
you know what? I'm something Yugi's boss monster.
Dark Magician?
Dark Magician is back on the board. Dude, I'm getting super punished here. I think the thing is I have to play into it.
What is this Dark Magician happening here? What's going on here?
I'm playing into it regardless.
You give me draws?
I'm going to give you
He's
some.
playing Dark Magician?
Monsters, but now I'm getting somewhere.
Anything here?
Someone's
Any
Imduck?
Give me more
Please, please don't pop my card.
draws. Let's try which three cards.
Summons Seals.
Do I play into your card? I really want to play into your card, but also I really want interaction.
Well, we know what you have in hand, so let's see the cards anyways.
Attempt to end me.
Not so fast.
No,
Actually,
no, stop.
Let's reveal a copy of my Vanquish Soul Racing.
I don't like this. You already have reasons to. That's even worse.
It's really
Okay,
good.
what the hell? His hand was goaded.
Let's go ahead and this can be used in end phase, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. The reveal effects, I don't think have any time
Right,
restriction. Can you not hit my card?
Negative.
Dude, let me play.
Actually, you know what? Let's go main phase. Let's go ahead and use the effect.
I
Revealing
can't hit any
a
cards.
Caesar Rallies and Racing.
Wait, you can't. For which card are you doing? You need a dark.
Oh wait. Yes. Caesar Rallies and Lantern. You're correct, I didn't see that. Yeah, not stealing, we're special. Fix search.
I hate how the columns are so open for you to hit.
I know.
Can I tag out? This game's gonna end in like 2 turns.
This is too broken. What are we at here then?
So that's why the primate build is not very good, guys. I'm about to get cooked here.
Burger?
I think I should have just held on to the drill beam. If I just held on to the drill beam,
I think Tom Box is using
I felt like I was pushing
DJI
myself, but if I don't set it, I'm just doing this.
Osmo
It's also not very
3
strong.
for his face
See better.
cams.
Jalon.
What happened?
I'm gonna add a copy of Jalon with
Oh, you just haven't picked your cards.
and then let's go ahead and activate the effect of Racing, revealing these cards.
No, yeah.
Try and destroy.
No, my play.
And then since we reveal, we can activate Jalon, bring himself
Pop
out.
Stop playing on my
Seals has
turn.
Jawlong. Damn.
Dude, what is this? Is this tier limits?
Let's reveal a Jet Raisin plus an Ash Blossom with.
Oh, yeah, you have an Ash. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna let you get to the 8,000 damage, but you know what I can and cannot do.
I gotta be careful, I can still get in the Beard. Okay,
No, you can't. You're never gonna get a beard on 4 summons and then you start your turn with 4 cards. I don't think you need to summon more than 4 times after that.
it's so greedy. It's so good to do.
That fool paid off.
Let's go border, bounce back to Holisu. Let's go effect to draw by revealing.
So if you want to draw like Chansey, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button now. Because that's the only way.
You know, Thrust might not be so bad in the main deck after all this.
Yeah, I should probably.
All the Vanquish cards,
Alright.
he just did all of that with
Extra.
one Holly
Still
suit.
trying fast. Let's go ahead and activate Caesar Rallius.
And Caesar's gonna pop my cards.
Yes, why not? Might as well.
Yeah, I probably should have kept this card.
Let's go
out.
Caesar effect, reveal.
Well, I'm learning. So if you got the primate against this deck, just hold on to the card because you rather have a way to stop the Holy Suit from kind of getting to this position.
Let's pop your Drill Beam.
Pop the
And,
drill
wow,
beam.
we have
Holy.
how many cards?
You have more cards than you
We have four
started.
cards in hand. I feel like I'm cheating. I must have cheated somewhere. Like there's.
You have more cards than me. What am I supposed to do? I'm so cooked now.
Okay.
Just
What
put
the
down
hell?
8,000 damage. I can scoop. Just put down the 8,000 damage. I
So
can
many
scoop.
cards in the hand, main phase.
Just put down the 8,000 damage.
Checked.
How much damage do you have? You have 8,000.
There is a Vortex burn as well.
Just put it. Just put down the damage, man.
Right.
You know one card in my hand is this. And there must be a reason I didn't play the other 2.
It's too fun. Trying to go for the DM.
Yeah, well,
How much damage is that? That should be a lot of damage. Let's go battle phase.
I will activate.
He just played on Tom Box's turn and just went straight into battle phase. Was Vanquish this nice?
Don't try him. I have nothing. I take 8,000 damage right there.
That is a lot of damage.
See, this is what happened at actually one of the feature matches. Like, one of the guys, like, he died on the opponent's turn.
Well, now you have way more chance to play on your opponent's turn with the K9s as well. You can summon them out when you get hand trapped, which is like punish.
I could not play.
There's so many cards that play on your opponent's turn now. It's kind of ridiculous.
Could you have stopped the Joe Beam? You could.
Well, I had the Ash, but I wasn't going to waste it on Neo.
No, could you have stopped the Joe Beam if I just kept it?
Oh.
You put now, so JJ's not operating up the table, so
You
you
know
don't have
what?
the fancy win, add the...
I want to figure the deck out myself. All right. Anyways, I need to go eat because I'm starving. I just wanted to do a quick stream, and I think Jen needs me to handle baby duty. So freaking love you guys, man. Shorter stream today. Freaking love you, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I promise we stream more often. Thank you guys for stopping by and showing the support. Love you guys so much. Goodbye.